Hello and welcome at my second video. I'm going to record around 90 videos in the next 3 months. My name is Bas Kooijman and I want to share more of my knowledge and show more of the things that I'm doing at this moment. And one of those things is trading. So I am a full-time coach. I am coaching a lot of people in the trading world, in the cryptocurrency world, and in the Forex world, the normal currencies that you all know. And one of the things that is happening a lot in the trading world is news, and then especially news related to Forex currencies. So today I actually chose to choose a topic which is the technical way of trading a big news event. The reason I chose this is because yesterday was the first Friday of the month. And the first Friday of the month is actually the biggest news moment. If there's no like big president elections in America or different big news events, but more like regular financial news. And one of the regular financial news is the NFP, or the non-farmers payroll. This happens in Europe in the afternoon of the first Friday of the month. And what I did yesterday is I actually recorded this event. Sometimes it's a very big news release. Sometimes it's nice, like you still can see it for, in this case, educational purposes. I will definitely record the next Friday's, first Friday of the month NFP, so the first Friday of July. To maybe show you a bigger version of what the market can do. We calculate the market movements in pips, and just a very short thing that pips is basically the amount of steps the market goes up or down. We calculate it in points, and times 10 is in pips. So this NFP, for the people who know how to calculate pips and stuff like that, working more with me maybe, was just 21 pips. So it's like 210 price movements under each other. So it was not a big one. That's why also you can show there will not be a like big profit or whatever. So I will share you a video. Before I do that, I want to share something very important. The things that I'm recording are really for education. I want everybody to know that you can always try any strategy. Or in this case, it's also kind of a strategy how to open trades before the news, etc. So what you can do is that you can test all those things. So you can get at any broker, you can get a demo account. And in a demo account, in my case now, I have a demo account of $100,000. I just opened one, click, and you get 100,000. I actually advise people to do much less. So $1,000 account is mostly the smallest, or 3,000 is the smallest that brokers give as a demo. And we mostly say for students, when you grow a demo account 50%, so from $1,000 to $1,500, 1,500, that's when you are ready to maybe invest a small amount with real money on a real account at a broker, and then you can really trade the financial markets. So what's very important for me to mention to you guys is that this is a demo account. The money that you see, I put kind of a high lot size, one whole lot. This means the amount I'm trading. Just to show you what kind of potential you have. Mostly we trade like 10 times smaller or even 100 times smaller if you have maybe €100 account. So it's just educational purposes. I want to share some things with you guys. I will do that more in the next 90 days. I also want to promise you it's not all about trading and financial stuff. I also really want to share a lot of things from my entrepreneurial business, international business, traveling, maybe just show around the city. Like maybe I'm visiting Tallinn or Riga or Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Vilnius one day. And I will just take you on a small tour that day. So my channel will be about everything, but as the NFP was yesterday, I want to share this with you guys. So let me share my screen. or actually share this video. So this video I recorded, it's like 4 minutes, and I will talk you through. So what I did here, most important is that you see that this is the euro dollar, by the way. So you can do an NFP, like news will be always with different different currency pairs. So if there's a lot of news in America, then of course you can trade any currency with the dollar. So here on the left top, if I don't move my mouse, you will see these are the prices, and here just above the cell you will see that this is the euro dollar, and it's a graph of 1 minute. So this means that every bar you see here, the white ones and the empty ones, that are 1 minute bars. That's what happens in 1 minute. So I opened this like a couple of minutes just before the NFP news comes out. So for the people who are already trading with me, it's advised to open your trades around 5 minutes, 4 minutes before the big news comes up. You see at 3 minutes, 2 minutes and less that the spread, the difference between the buy and the sell will become huge. Sometimes brokers do this on purpose, just to cover their own asses, to be honest. And sometimes it's just a market regulation, a lot of buys, a lot of sells, and this makes a movement on the spread. So the spread here you see, the sell price is 116.71.1 and the buy price is 116.71.8. So we have just a very small spread. Then the spread is just 0.7 pips here. So that's very small. Later you will see that this can become bigger. So what happens a couple of minutes before the NFP, that's why I'm saying put your trades on time, is that the market will start guessing. You always have a group of people that will guess where it will go. They did their analytics report. Here you see a very good example. I will pause it for a second. We have some people, this is not huge, but like sometimes you really see huge movements where you are saying like, wow, a lot of people think it will go up, or a lot of people think it will go down. So they are speculators. They do something, they place their bets. They don't do what I'm doing. They just say like, I think it will be a buy. So they put their buys on now. And when a lot of people do that, you see the markets going up. When a lot of people put their sells on, then you will see the market starts to move down before the actual news. What's very important for everyone to know, this has nothing to do with the news. This has nothing to do that the people will actually start to trade, because it's not a prediction of the news. For one thing, there's all kinds of reports. You can try to figure out what the news will do, but to be honest, you never know. Last month, there was like an NFP, and correct me if I'm wrong, up or down, but let's say the speculation was that it should go up, and it should go up like crazy. So the speculation was it will be 8% or 9% better than last month, so it should go up. So there were a lot of people placing their buys before the NFP. What happened is, let's say the prediction was 190,000, and the previous month was around 130,000. I don't know the numbers exactly, but this is as an example. So it's the amount of non-farmers payroll and also amount of unemployed people in a very big sector. So what you see is that people thought like, oh, from 130,000, something like that, to 190,000, it's going to be a huge difference in the positive side. So the price market will go up. So the dollar will become stronger. So it's a euro dollar sell. So everybody thought, oh wow, this will happen. But when the news came out, it was an increase from 130 to something around 160, 165. So there was a huge increase. But because the predictions were 190, this was sad news for a lot of people, because a lot of people think, wow, we go from 130 to 190, we will become a very strong country, strong dollar, whatever. So they expect something. But if the expectation is not met, and it was just 160, it still got 90 degrees different. Like it was instead of a long buy, it became a huge sell, and everything went the other way. So it's not always about the numbers in the news or the numbers that are in the reports. It's also what the predictors are saying and what is actually the number. So even number was higher, it was something that they didn't like. So actually it still went down. So that's why I'm saying, personally, I'm saying you cannot predict that news. Yes, you can predict the potential number, but you cannot know if the actual number is going to be close to your predictions, and this can still make the market do something completely different. So what I'm doing, what I want to share with you guys here, is that you see that I put a buy stop and a sell stop, meaning I'm not in the market. These are two orders, you see them here, euro, dollar. The blue one is the buy, the red one is the sell, buy stop and sell stop. And I put them 10 pips or 100 points away from the price. So I put them a few minutes before, and the price level is here in the middle. So 10 pips higher, I put a buy stop, and 10 pips lower, I put a sell stop. Now, what does this do? It is an order. So when the price actually goes up, and I will get in a buy, and it will go further up. When the price goes down to this number, I will get in a sell, and I will go longer down. So if you know that some of the NFPs causing like a 40 pips, 60 pips, or 120 pips movement, I'm losing here like the first 10. I'm not in there, I'm also not risking anything. So I'm just waiting for one of the two prices to break out. Now, there's no golden rule if 10 pips is the best price. In this case, it was a small one, so you could have done 5 pips. The worst thing what happens is if in a few minutes before the news, the market goes crazy and both of your pending orders both activate, because you will make no money. You have the same buy and the same sell amounts, and everything will stay zero. It's still no risk, but it's annoying. So basically, I want to put them far away enough that just one of the two will activate. So this is very important. 10 pips is what I see for the NFP. It's mostly good, and yeah, for smaller news you can do 5 pips and just put it 1 or 2 minutes before. So I will just run this video. You see price goes a little bit up and down. You see the actual price here. I'll put this a little bit on the right. So you see here, and bam, there's the news. One big candle. Now you see one of my orders will get activated very soon. So here you see my sell order got activated, and here is the euro amount of profit. Now this is not a huge candle, I said before. So one of the first things I'm doing, as you see, I will wait a little bit. This is actually the news coming out. This is not the before master. You can put it on the second. Here you see I go up to 65 euros, something like that, but it's not big. So sometimes you just have boom, 40 pips candle, and we would be in 100 euro profit. So what I'm doing when I'm sure the news came out, I will delete my other buy order. So I want to be sure I'm not in the other one. Now here we see money goes to 100 euro. This is on a one lot. So know that if you have a small account, you will probably be not on 100 euro, but around 10 euro. So the reason I don't close it here is because with the NFP and big news, it's mostly at least 2 or 3 minutes that it will go in your direction. So I'm still in profit here. I'm doubting, I'm waiting if I want to get out. It's a demo anyway. So I'm here the second minute. Mostly it's like 2 or 3 minutes. In this case, white candle, it's straight down and it will keep going down. In this case, it was so small. The total here is 20 pips. The first 10, we were not in it. So here was like 10 pips, which is like 100 euro on one lot, 10 euro on a small lot. So I'm here waiting for this, like, will it go further down? And I chose very soon to just delete this order and take like 9 euro or something. So it's very small, but it's just like this news. This is what happens when news comes up. So you see here, it goes up. I just choose to say, okay, second minute, it will go out. I will close it, boom. It's all fine. After that, I actually saw that the market went up all the time. Because the big trend, the technical analysis of the trend, where I will do some other things, there actually is more about, sorry. So at those markets, it's actually more about technical analysis. What will it do on a longer term, not in 1 or 2 minutes. So I will talk about that in a different video. But the technical analysis here were that it will go up. So straight after this news, what a lot of people did is they saw the greatest entry point for their technical analysis. So for the next week, the euro dollar is planned to go up. So what the people saw is they saw, wow, it's not the big NFP. We are down 20 pips. This is my best entry point. Like they were doubting probably to go enter here, enter here, enter here. This is on 1 minute graph. So they checked the lower lows and they said like, oh, what's the best moment? Everybody is waiting for NFP. Nobody wants to go in before a big news event. So they waited for the NFP, they saw it's not that big, and people just start buying. Then the next minutes, I don't have all the recording of the minutes, but like the minutes after the NFP, it just kept going up. Everybody placed their buy orders for next week. So here you just see me shortly draw. You see here the number 210, which is 210 points. So like it was like 20 pips. So you see, I'm still in the order here, 20 euro, 30 euro, and I just choose to say like, okay, I'm out for this trade. You close your trade, you get the amount of money equity. I'm sorry, this is in Dutch. So you get the amount of equity actually at your balance, and then you can wait and you can do it next month again. So this is all good, and I just want to let you know that if there's any questions on how to trade the news, what kind of other strategies there are. I personally also use the strategy going in with a buy and a sell, using a certain amount of stop loss and a trailing stop. Maybe I will do that in another video. Just let me know if you're more interested in this. You can put it in the comments on YouTube, Facebook, it's all fine. I will read them and I will listen to you guys, what you want to basically to basically see, and to what I can explain more. So today was about trading, tomorrow can be about something else. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all soon on my next video. Thank you.